All right, so I want to talk about nothing works by default. All right, you know how in our phone settings we have default settings, in our laptop we have default settings, computers we have default settings, and it works there. All right, but coming to the actual life, right, coming to our actual lives, nothing works by default. Like nothing works by default, and this was a struggle for me for an extended period, right? Because I always thought to myself, why do we have to work so much? Like there are many laws, there are many things you have to learn. They tell you be disciplined, they tell you have value, they tell you be a person of honor, they tell you learn gratitude, just learn so many things, go to church, everything, right? And and I just realized this, that nothing works by default. All right, basically the future you envision, right, the future you envision for yourself, right, if you don't put in the work that you have to put in day by day, right, if you don't put in that amount of work, right, then that future would never come to reality. So if you don't put in the work, all right, if you don't put in the work, that future you envision, that vision that you have, no matter how glorious it is, no matter how, even if it was God, right, that gave you that vision, even if it was God that gave you that vision, that, oh, this is what I want you to become, or this is what I'm making out of you, right, and you don't put in the required work, you don't put in the things that are required, to get there, right, it will only remain in the spirit realm, it will never manifest in the physical, right? So nothing works by default. If it has, yeah, everything has to do with prayer, right? If it will take you to pray, you pray, right? Everything has to do with prayer. So you pray, you study the word of God. If it will take you to study, to read your books, it will take you to do research, whatever it is, put in the work. Don't expect results by default. Nothing works by default, right? There's that saying that we always say, one day go better, and that's mostly for us in Nigeria. We say this saying a lot: one day go better. One day would never come if you don't put in the work. One day would never come if you don't do the things that are required, right? You can't expect to walk in victory when you don't keep with the laws, or keep with the ordinances that go with walking in victory. You get it? So one day go better, like they will say different funny things. One day go better, and time will change, like the situation will change with time, right? Largely all those things are lies, because one day go better. Like, you will just keep recycling that circle of pain, right? And for majority of situations that we find ourselves, right, many a times we know what to do, or we know what we can do, right? And it's even said that even when you are in a situation where it's like you don't know what to do, then start by doing what you know how to do, right? Even when you're in a situation that you don't know what to do, start by doing what you know how to do, right? So you can be in a situation that, oh, you are confused, you don't know what to do, whatever the situation is, right? You actually don't know what to do, and truth, you are being sincere, right? You don't know what to do, but at least you know how to pray, right? You know how to pray. You can go to the place of prayer, pray, start from there. You know how to open the Bible, open the word of God. You can start from there, right? You should never just sit down and just expect things to just work by default, right? Even when the Bible talks, even when yes, we talk about favor. Oh, God will favor me, God would favor me. Yes, we kind of think of favor as unmerited, like I will not do anything and then something will just come and fall on my laps, right? I will not do anything and something will just come and fall on my laps, right? There are still things you have to do. You have to, even favor comes from man, right? Favor from God comes through men. Now you have to have good relationship with men. You see that you already have a part to play for that favor to even come your way in the first place. You see it? So even God can even speak to a man and say favor this person, but the man can out of his will reject to favor you, and nothing will happen to the man. You get it? So, but you have a role to play in everything. You have a role to play. Nothing happens by default. All right. So I just hope this blessed you, and keep this in your mind as you go from day to day, right? Nothing happens by default. So whenever you have a project, whenever you have something to achieve, whenever anything at all, right, you ask yourself, what are the things I'm supposed to do? What are the things I am to do? Right? Because nothing happens by default. So I hope this blessed you. See you soon. Bye bye.